I thought the hardest part of moving to Honduras would be the language or the heat, but I was wrong. It's the wildlife. From spiders that trigger my Canadian phobias to rats the size of my actual arm, here are the 6 categories of creatures that took the most getting used to while living here. From harmless to downright dangerous. In Quebec, the biggest nuisance in the kitchen might be a few fruit flies, but here I have wasps that join us for dinner. And they don't just buzz around your head, they actually land on your plate and fly up with rains of rice. It's their house, I'm just living in it. And then there are the crickets. Back in the Laurentians, you hear that nice peaceful chirping in the grass at night. Here the crickets look like something that survived the extinction of the dinosaurs. When David held one up, I realized that in Honduras, if it's an insect, it's probably twice the size and 10 times as bold as anything I saw back home. Now, everyone living in the tropics knows the gecko struggle. They're great for keeping bugs out of the way, but they can be a little feisty and make a lot of noise at night. The good thing is they do keep the bugs away, and when they're little, they're actually really cute. They also come in different colors and shapes. This one I really like. I think is really cute, but I'm still not used to living with them. Forget the tiny mice we set traps for in Canada. This is so much different. It is huge and really unwelcome. If you think that giant bugs are the ones in charge, you haven't met the real bosses of the Honduran countryside. Back in Quebec, an anthill in the driveway was a minor annoyance, but here we have leaf-cutting ants, which they call some popos. Up close, they look like a miniature construction crew. They're incredibly organized, and seeing them carry pieces of leaves 3 times their size is actually pretty impressive. At first, you watch them and think, oh wow, tropical. National Geographic, great. But then you realize that highway they've built leads straight to your favorite tree. These guys aren't just passing through, they're a literal army. In the Laurentians, you would worry about late frost killing your garden. In mainland Honduras, you can go to bed with a lush green hibiscus bush and wake up with nothing but sticks. They are the silent, constant workers of the jungle, and they remind you every day that out here, the land belongs to them. We're just the ones trying to keep our plants alive. Then there are the bats. When the sun goes down, they come out automatically. Honestly, I'm grateful for them because they eat a lot of the mosquitoes, but seeing them flitting around our house at night, it's an adjustment. Here's the thing, I have a phobia of spiders and I live in Honduras. I know that sounds weird, but back in Quebec, Canada, you see a house spider and I would go in emergency mode. But here, it's on another level because they take up space. They are bigger, they're faster, and they will actually stare at you. So David is really great with this though. He helps me out because he will go and take care of them. I know he tells me they're good and they're pretty and they eat other bugs, but they're staring at me, you know. So they can be the size of your hand on the wall. And it's just not something I can deal with. So David has to take care of that for me. My brain just goes in full survival mode. But then there are moments that truly make your heart stop. One day I was walking down a path I take all the time, and right there was a massive rattlesnake. It was already dead, thankfully, but the realization that I had just walked by that spot a moment before, that was a stark, cold dose of reality. In Canada, a hazard on a path, it might be ice, but here it's venomous. It makes you incredibly aware of every single step. Even more terrifying, because of its size, is finding a coral snake at a friend's house. These tiny, beautiful snakes, bright red with black head, are incredibly venomous. And her cat was playing with it. We had to rush in, save the cat, and deal with the snake. It's those moments that teach you a profound respect for every living thing, no matter how small or pretty. It's just nature. It's raw, unfiltered survival. Which brings me to the undisputed king of nuisance, the mosquitoes. Forget mosquito season, here it's a year-round battle. Some nights our ceilings look like they've been wallpapered with them. We spray, we cover up, but they always find a way. And this right here is what I affectionately call the Expat Tax, or the immigration tax. It's something that if you visit Honduras, you will probably experience yourself. No matter how many repellents you use, they'll get you. And it's one of the less glamorous realities of the beautiful Instagram photos that they never quite capture. Now, the big stuff is scary, but the little stuff like mosquitoes and the results they have, like dengue fever, is a real threat. That's why we have to fumigate. It's part of Honduran life to be sharing your space or house with a lot of little critters. You know, you'll have cockroaches, you have ants, you have all kinds of things. But to keep your sanity and to feel comfortable in your own home, you can take extreme measures. So while I love the beauty and the vibrancy of Honduras, the wildlife here has been one of the biggest culture shocks. And one thing I can say 100% for sure is that the good totally outweighs the bad. And I love it here.